Teams are essential in life. And right now, I'm going to give you a bunch of tips on how I find the right people to make up my team. First and foremost, my name's Tarab. I make videos about emotional intelligence, videos that are going to make you more wealthy, videos that are going to make you think more in life, and videos that are going to eventually lead you to the dreams that you have aspired for as long as you can't even remember. So teams, first thing, character. Without good charactered people that you can trust around you, frankly, forget about all of your goals, forget about your security, forget about becoming a better person, evolving in general. Your team is a lot bigger than you imagine it is. Your family is your team if you spend a lot of time with them. Your friends are your team. Your coworkers, your mentors, anyone that you interact with that likes you, that wants to spend time with you, is part of your team. And I think a lot of people don't look at human connections this way because we're so caught up in trying to make ourselves better. We're so caught up in saying, oh, it's all about our skill set. It's all about the things that we want to do. Sure. But equally important, because it's in our nature, is actually to work with people that we trust, that we care for, that we can learn from. A lot of what I've done in the last couple years of my life is establish this sense of how very, very important it is to have a team in life. How do I go and find good charactered people? Well, what I'm looking for is what people do when no one's looking. The classic definition of what character is. Without having an understanding of what my team, the people that I'm aspiring to connect with, do on a regular basis, what time they wake up, what things they consume, what their aspirations are in life. Without having an understanding of this and actually respecting these things and these people, I will never, ever get to a point where I'm thinking to myself, hey, I want to work with this person. Not only do I want to work with this person, but if I have something that I need to do or need to get done, I'm going to delegate to this person. I need to trust people. And trust in ourselves and in other people is always going to come down to our actions. We only trust ourselves as much as we act on the things that we want to do. And so, my trust in other people comes down to their actions. Loyalty, for instance. If I ask a friend, hey, can I call you? I don't really ask, I usually just call. And they pick up. It's dope. All right, fine. They missed my call. That's okay. Did they call me back? Loyalty. Consistency. All right, fine. So we talked for a month straight, and then you fell off the face of the planet for 6 months. Are you loyal? Are you consistent? I don't know. Consistency and loyalty are a big part for me for good character, because that determines also how well that person is taking care of themselves. And if people are taking care of themselves, if people take care of themselves, they know how to take care of others. That's why I get so pissed off at so many people that are parents these days, because frankly speaking, they haven't spent very much time taking care of themselves. And so they think that they can spend their time going and trying to understand life through the lens of this little innocent thing, and they end up ruining people, traumatizing them for the rest of their life because they didn't figure out their own shit. So, a team. How else do you find teams? Well, you got to network. If you don't have something in your life, or a lot of things in your life that connect you with new people, that connect you with high intelligence, high self-actualizing, high self-esteemed people, well, you're not going to have any of those qualities either, right? So I'm not saying go and network with the drug addicts in the corner. I'm not saying go and network with a bunch of artists that just smoke weed all day. I'm saying go and network with people that you want to be like. Where do you find these people? Well, for me, I know I want to be a businessman. I know I am a businessman. I know I'm a speaker. I know that I have interests in technology and getting better at expanding in general. So I'm going to go and try to find the people that are the most successful in these fields and go and try to surround myself with them. Now, there is something to be said by learning from a hypocrite. Very, very important, I think. Because frankly, we should be learning all the time. If we really want to get to where we want in life, we got to learn everything all the time. Being aware as humanly possible all of the time. Get some sleep, drink a lot of water. My 2 big tips in trying to be aware all the time. But basically, we need to surround ourselves with these people. And the network, the way that we get out and do that, social media. Social media is massive for this. You know why? You don't even have to be in the same room. You don't have to be in the same country. You don't have to be in the same state to go and really just genuinely deeply connect with someone through either the brand that they've established, some sort of webinar, some sort of Zoom call that you set up, an email that you exchange, anything that happens like that on the internet is a phenomenal way to network. If you feel to yourself, I don't have the time to go out and find these masterminds, I don't have the time to go out and go to meetups and meet kind of mediocre people, yeah, fine. Go find the community online, go pay the damn money to be a part of that community and start asking questions, right? Set time apart in your day to genuinely know that someone out there has exactly what you are looking for. Exactly the type of feeling that you want to get in your soul, right? There is something that I've felt recently with some of the brilliant people that I've come across, that the way that people make you feel, the way that people make me feel is a big part of whether or not I'm going to work with them. And the reason is because there's some sort of synchronicity that goes on with people that have good character, that have good intentions, that have large visions. There is synchronicity in all types of archetypes of humanity. And when we start to understand when that hits us right, when we start to understand when we are being elated through almost a spiritual mindset, through a conversation, through an interaction, and we start to really dig in and find the benefits of that type of thing, then it's almost like a drug. You want that all the time. Think about the people in your life that are incredibly beautiful human beings, the people that have inspired you, the people that when you're around them, you feel like more energetic, you feel like you're getting more thoughts, you feel like it's aligning with your child self, your inner, your deeper self. Why don't you want to be around more of those people? Sure. Then make sure that your team, your accountants, your lawyers, your spouses, your children, make sure all the people around you make you feel like this. And if they don't, sure, there's some things to learn. Sure, you're going to have some amount of separation. But at the end of the day, awareness, being aware of these people everywhere in your life, go and connect with those damn people. It'll make you a better person, and thus you'll have the ability to impact whatever the hell you want in your life. Teams are incredibly important. All right, so we went over character, we went over consistency, we went over alignment. How else? Oh, networking. Went over networking, how to network. Okay, how do you network? Let's see, let's pose a situation. You have signed up for a mastermind, you are entering a room. Okay, first thing, have a big ass smile on your face. All right, I don't care if you look like a fool, I don't care if you're in the worst mood in your life, you have a big smile on your face. Because when people see you, they want to be around you. Instead of you moping around and looking like you're judging people, just have a smile on your face. You don't know what to talk about fucking anything. Vin, one of my all-time favorite communicators on Instagram, he says that when you have a good attitude, when you go up to someone and, I was about to lose it. He says that there is a way to have conversations where you leave open ends, where you give people things to latch onto and to explore. So he gives the example of when someone says, hey, where are you from? I would say, hey, I'm from Ohio. I just moved to town. I tried to go out and play Magic with people, but a lot of the times I make videos and I, make artwork, and I love to drum and stuff, but I've been kind of sad and, this and that, and fine. So kind of shitty at the end there. If it was a normal conversation, it would be a lot smoother. But I've given a lot of stimulus to anyone to latch onto, right? If someone likes to drum, if someone likes to paint, if someone likes to make videos, if someone feels that they're lonely at all, if someone likes Magic the Gathering, all of those things, Ohio, wherever in Ohio, right? All of those things give someone something to latch onto. And that connection, that ability to say to someone, hey, I'm not just talking to you about this immediate mastermind business subject. I'm talking to you about something that actually matters to you outside of it, something that connects with your soul. That is the type of energy I'm going to put out, because that's the type of energy I want to get back. That's the type of energy I want in my life. And we attract that. Okay? So, tip for networking, put a smile on your face and have conversations that aren't just yes or no answers to questions that could be yes or no answers. Leave open ends for people to grab onto and make conversations flow that way. If you're getting bored in a conversation, if you're saying to yourself, my goodness, this person is incredibly depressing, they detract from my life, exit. exit from that conversation, right? We can do it gracefully. We should do it gracefully, but oftentimes people don't have the social skills to where that's going to even be allowed. So sometimes I'll just say, it was nice talking to you. I'm going to go walk somewhere else. Don't waste your time with people you don't want to spend time with. Learn from them, learn from their mistakes, sure, but don't waste your time. Networking at a mastermind, one-on-one. Then, ideally go and talk to the originator of the mastermind. I don't care if you are an absolute nub at the subject. I don't care if you have this inferiority complex. Go and put yourself in front of the most powerful person in the room and force yourself to have the courage to say, hey, what's up? And then use those 2 tips. Smile, open conversations, open topics. Okay, networking, one-on-one, in person. Networking online. Someone said to me once, Lies, I saw this on Instagram. Dan Locke was the guy. Dan Locke, incredible person. He essentially creates people that sell really well. That's a skill. Selling yourself, selling anything in life, that's a skill. Look into it. Dope. Dan Locke says the internet, the social media, everything is like a bank. You put in value, you put in value, you put in value, and that's like putting deposits in your bank account. And you keep on putting those deposits in, and then you ask for something. The ask. That is also a business thing. The ask. How you ask for things is very important, but you got to have some sort of reputation. You have to have some sort of repertoire in the background. So what I usually go for is I'll be incredibly kind and humble, and I'll try to use words that connect soulfully to the person that I'm trying to interact with. A lot of the things that I do on my tarabify.art page is I'll go and follow accounts that I really like. I like their stuff. I'll share their stuff to my audience, right? Their views, their algorithm's going to change, and then I'll go in the DMs and I'll say, hey, keep up the great work, right? I'm probably failing in the sense that I should say, keep up the great work. Hey, do you want to collaborate sometime? I'll start doing that. But the reality is, the value that I'm putting in is I'm making them feel good. I'm sharing their content, the thing that they're spending so much time to try to improve, and I myself am becoming more educated about what beautiful artwork is, or at least a niche that I enjoy, thus increasing my own value in anything that I say. The internet, how to network, 101. Be kind, give value, and eventually ask something of someone, okay? And don't be afraid to do this, because frankly speaking, when people give us something, when people go out of their way to say yes to something, then we can ask another thing. Then we can ask another thing. It might sound selfish, but the same goes the other way around. If we give something to someone, if we give time to someone, if we give resources to someone, right, the more that they ask from us, the more that we're going to give. Not to the point where we're taking for granted, but the point where we're both mutually benefiting from this interaction, this kind of value building. Teams are incredibly important, and networking properly is a very good idea for establishing the team that you want in life, the team that makes you feel good. We are a social creature, my friend. Incredibly social. Innately, we are social. We read things in our environments. The amount of human prowess that we have really comes down to our awareness. Expand this. Expand this through your teams. Expand this through everything that you do in life. And I promise you, you will probably have a more satisfying life in the end. So, actualize your potential catalyst. And if you have a second, check out this video right here where I talk about some other things that might excite you. This world needs you. Take care.